mission of NIH is we are here to enhance and enable the mission of NIH. And the mission of NIH is scientific and medical research and the collaboration and sharing of information to the rest of the world.
We provide the telecommunications, we provide the networking, we provide the mainframe computing, we do the large number crunching, we do some very sophisticated biomedical computing. We provide training in computing capability to the institutes, and we work with our training center to communicate their offerings.
They rely on our judgment and our ethical values.
We are basically the eyes and the ears of CIT, so that we interface with the customers, find out exactly what the issue is, and then we can relay that issue onto our Tier 3 support.
And I have customers who call me and ask me advice and depend on me for a lot of their consultation, things that they don't necessarily understand. And they shouldn't have to. They don't need to understand that. That's not what they do. It's what I do.
When a client approaches us with a problem, a new problem, possibly one that hasn't been done before, they rely on our judgment and our ethical values to assure them that the results will be as accurate, complete, and authentic as possible. Network technology. Network technology.
We go into a lot of labs where there are groups of researchers who are collecting clinical data, large amounts of clinical data. If we build one system, host it, maintain it, it's going to cost a lot less than if we build 10 systems. The other factor involved is the sharing of information. Very often you'll have researchers who may want to collaborate with other researchers somewhere else, and if they can share the data easily, that's going to help in their research. It's going to make it quicker and easier for them to come to some kind of resolution.
We have a flagship system known as Telesynergy. The Telesynergy system originally began as a test bed for asynchronous transfer mode fiber optic network technology to see how well it would work in the medical environment. And it was converted from that into actually a commercially viable production system that's supporting a number of programs within the National Cancer Institute.
State of the art, state of the art, state of the art.
CIT is a silent partner in providing telecommunications services because we're very similar to the utilities like the lights in that a lot of the services that we provide are done in the background. We provide the telephone services as well as a wide area network connectivity and cable infrastructure and network security, and those are things that you may not necessarily see or touch every day, but they're critical services that support the needs across the NIH community. The communications, networking, video, and network security services are state-of-the-art.
Leap year, leap year.
We have an uninterruptible power supply on, as you can imagine, a very large scale that will keep the entire room running. We have generators. There's basically very little that can affect our machine room. It will keep going around the clock, 365 days a year, and one more on leap year. For people that are doing financial work or personnel work, we have a very secure environment where we do our computing.
One of the projects we handle is in partnering with the biomedical community is a product called LIMS. And it's a microarray application that there's genetics chips are put out, and the coding of the genetics is put on this chip and then it's fed into a computer. We provide the hosting for that service and allow different organizations to share on that service, so it cuts their costs. And it also provides a great service and a centralized place to store and keep all the data in case of any problems. We can recover it for them and keep it available.
New cycles.
We develop unique biomedical instruments. For example, we have collaborated with NHGRI, NCI, and NICHD to design and develop systems to advance technologies such as tissue microarrays, laser capture microdissection, and chromosome microdissection systems.
We have a couple of alert services where scientists set up a profile for literature or DNA or protein sequences that they're interested in. And once a week it will send them email with the latest data on their area of interest.
We try to provide systems that scientists in their own labs can't either afford to put in place or simply don't have the time and energy to manage. So we try to put together very large systems for jobs that require lots and lots of compute cycles and provide them for scientists.